Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Tuesday, February 10th, 2015. Hope you're having a good week. Would have been surprising if you are actually, because Monday was so flat and tiny. We're going to talk about that here. Came sort of out of the blue. We've had a nice run coming the last few weeks in terms of trading action, volume, volatility. Here's a look at the S&P E-mini front month futures contract daily chart. You can see even though we've been stuck in sort of an overall narrow range since Thanksgiving, or even earlier in November. So basically now we've had all November, December, and January just back and forth in about a 60 point or so S&P range, maybe 80 at most. It's not that much. We've still had some big days, individual days, and there's been volume with those days. Today, you can see Monday was a very narrow traded day. We've got the S&P lost 8. That's the S&P cash index there. Here's the NASDAQ 100 lost 12, also in a narrow range since going back to the beginning of November and just after Halloween. Been stuck in about a 200-point range on a $4,000 index. That's a pretty narrow range. SOX lost 7. Still have that red static trend line below for support. And here's the biotech index rolled over, also down 27. The VIX gained 1.26, which is kind of a big move up considering not much happened in the market. We had crude oil close at $52.85. We'll see what happens if we get back to that 56.5 area. That's the green static trend line that's currently operative. And we are 7 bars up for a startup phase there. But I think the interesting thing to look at here is the volume number. Take a look at that last dot on the chart. No, that's not a midday number. That is an actual volume dot. Close of business, 1.5 billion shares on the NASDAQ. It is the lowest point you can see of 2015 so far. Everything in January was higher. February, last week, we were trading 2 billion shares a day some of the days. And then all of a sudden we get this 1.5. I don't know what caused it. I wasn't expecting it to be that boring. We'll look at the intraday trading action in a moment. But this was really a poor day. Matter of fact, you'd have to go back to some of the holiday sessions to see something like this. So it led to very poor action in the market, obviously. We don't have a Fed meeting. We don't have options expiration this week. There's no big number that the market's waiting for. So, and this may have been about the storm back east. They got hit with some more snow, and they've been hit repeatedly, so it's kind of wearing, I'm sure. But in terms of just the intraday action, here's what we saw. Here's the ES, and you can see that includes part of Thursday, all of Friday, and then the dashed vertical line, the start Monday on a small gap down. We reached up just to fill that gap, and that was it. Pretty much established about a 5-point range and maybe a 7-point range, and we were stuck in that all the way until after lunch. Then we made one quick attempt to sweep the lows that failed, and then we rolled a little bit more. And you can see the Comer, this is what's amazing, even on a flat day like this, the Comer 13 buy signal pulls the low of the day, curl back up towards the VWAP to close out the session. So, but I mean, that opening first, not just first hour, but the first 2.5 hours where before they head into lunch was just really, really poor and narrow. And then lunchtime was no better, didn't do anything else. So we spent a lot of time just in what we call our opening range and then our institutional range. So that was just a really awful session, volume-wise and trading action-wise. So hopefully, it was a Monday. Obviously, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays are the better trading days of the week. But we'll see if we can get some movement and volume come back, because obviously, if that volume stays at 1.5 billion a day, that's not going to be too exciting. Wholesale inventories and JOLTS job openings tomorrow morning. That's 30 minutes into the market. Other than that, there's no data. Like I said, we do have a 3-day weekend coming up, so I wouldn't have been surprised if this coming Friday looked like what we just saw today on Monday. But to get it on a Monday, I hope that doesn't bode poorly for the whole week. And I would be surprised if it did, but I certainly don't know where that they came from. But again, we don't overtrade here at TradeSite. We try to get you to back off when the market's not ideal, and that was certainly not an ideal day. It's a good day to get chopped up if you try too hard. Everybody have a great trading day. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. We'll be in the trading lab helping you out if you come join us.